I'm Hazel. Just want to share a review of a book that I've read that you will enjoy too. So, are you in?
Digital Fortress was the first novel written by Dan Brown. Dan Brown was born on June 22, 1964. He is the eldest of three children in Exeter. He is also the author of numerous number one best-selling novels, including The Da Vinci Code. Brown's novels are published in 56 languages around the world with over 200 million copies in print. Brown was named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine. And the story goes this way. National Security Agency of US is the organization responsible for the security of network crimes and does it with the help of an invincible code-breaking machine named Translator. But the quandary arises when it encounters a complex and mysterious code named Digital Fortress it cannot break. Commander Strathmore, head of NSA, calls Susan Fletcher, head cryptographer, to crack it. She ascertains that it is unbreakable code or a self-looping code which is written by Ensign Tancado, a fired employee of NSA who is displeased with the agency's encroachment into people's privacy. He demands that the US government admits publicly to having the translator. If not, he will release the code the translator can break, thus making the code-breaking machine useless. Fletcher's fiancé, Professor David Becker, is sent to Spain to collect Ensign Tancado's belongings. Tancado has died from a heart attack, and Becker has to find the pass key to unlock the code before someone else does. Susan eventually discovers that the code is a viral program which made for breaking the firewall and databank of National Security Agency. Meanwhile, David is trying his best to find the ring on which the passkey is printed, defending himself from the attacks which are being made on him. When translator overheats, Strathmore commits suicide by standing next to the machine. Finally, Becker procures the ring and gives it to Susan after returning to US, who decrypts the code and saves the databank of NSA. The book wants to convey us something about a fictional plot that somehow gives an idea or projection of how technology can complicate, eradicate, and solve mysteries of the world that is not available on the mainstream media. 2. The author imparts us a knowledge of what could be really happening in the secret societies of top security agencies in USA that may or may not that may or may not exist. Either way, it opens our eyes to all the possibilities. At first, I thought the book was quite boring, pertaining about facts about secret agencies that operate worldwide. As I continue, I developed this feeling of urgency to finish the book because of idea of mystery that needs to be solved in the story. I love the way the author attacked the scenes and chapters separately in each character's point of view simultaneously. That gives its reader the ambience of suspense, and at the same time urge them to have analytical reasoning and thinking to foretell what can happen next. I would recommend this book to my classmates who happen to also love and can relate to technologies because they themselves are tech savvies. Being interested to analytical thinking, problem solving, and love for technology would definitely help them to enjoy and understand the essence of the book. Lastly, people should read this book because aside for it can help them develop analytical thinking and it opens our eyes or the eyes of people of how far the technology gone us today and give them idea of how far can it go further in the future. And I would really recommend this book to everyone because this is a wholesome book that talks about the world's future in the face of technology. Dan Brown indeed did a great job creating this book, and I'm looking forward to read more of his book.